It's your boy Red Dusky.
And it's your boy Rell here.
You're now tuned in to The Spill.
The Spill Podcast.
Let's go.
I just don't know how I still keep my smile. Y'all can't hold me down. I know that you foul, but I'm gonna be nice still.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of The Spill Podcast.
Episode 3.
Episode 3, man.
The third one. We've been at this for like a month now.
A month. We're going strong, really
Yep.
strong.
Yep.
So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, no other. We got a special guest on the show.
Inaugural.
The first
ever.
The first guest on the show.
We never had one before.
Never had an interview.
So when the Spill Podcast goes down in history as one of the greatest podcasts of all time,
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
this will be the first guest.
you're now tuned in with Artillery Da God.
What's good? How y'all doing, man? Artillery Da God, I'm in the building. What up?
What's going on, brother?
What's good? Just vibing, you know.
Hey, we appreciate you, man.
Salute. I appreciate y'all.
Yes,
Appreciate y'all for having me.
We up and coming.
Hey,
Definitely.
I wanna thank Artillery for the short notice of the interview.
Yeah.
And you gonna hear us first that this is my relative.
Yeah, we definitely family. This fam right here.
This is definitely family, you know. All right. I wanted to say something, right?
Mhm.
So
Spill it, man.
I wanted to say something real quick. I never knew how to write a rhyme till I saw this guy write a rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
we was in
look,
it.
on this show, we're gonna interview. We're gonna get on with our normal, and we're gonna spill on the Spill Podcast.
The Spill Podcast.
The Spill Podcast. All right. Up next, we got the Rell Report.
The Rell Report. Now, Artillery.
Yes, sir.
The Rell Report is basically a sum up of some things that happened this past week.
Okay.
Just a couple things. We're going to talk about it. We're going to rap about it. We're going to joke about it.
Okay.
So the first thing that happened, long overdue, Virginia became the 16th state to legalize recreational marijuana. But you know what they did?
man.
You know what they did? It's not until 2024.
Wow.
So they're telling us in 2021 that you'll be okay to smoke weed recreationally in 3 years.
I think they're gonna speed it up though. I think if they already put it out there, then that means there's nothing holding them back. I think they gonna probably change some and adjust some, and they just probably putting it out there like, you know, because they.
Hey, just to let y'all know.
Yeah.
Now I thought it was very bad good news. I thought it was very bad good news.
My guy is in the business.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm an advocate.
Let's go.
I'm an industrial hemp farmer,
A hemp farmer.
licensed by the state of Virginia.
That's fire.
Hey,
So this was good news for me. It gives me time to get my shit together.
Yeah, preparation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't mean to cut you off, Rell.
No, it happens.
Anybody got a weed story?
Oh,
Well, since I brought it up, let me bring up the first one.
okay.
The reason I brought it up because I was with somebody, you know. So back in had to be
Oh man.
04, I'll be like 05.
Yeah.
Had to be around that time. And he like, come on, nephew. We're gonna go play basketball, right? So it's me,
man.
Artillery, God rest his soul, Orlando.
Rest in peace to
You
old.
know, and we go to the basketball court.
Right.
And we see familiar faces.
Okay.
MJ, Tyson.
Yeah, we was out there
And these guys was smoking us in basketball.
smoking us in the ball.
Every time they
Passing behind the back through the legs, they was
wilding out.
Yo, they was saying,
And we had to be like 14 or 13. They shouldn't even know some of the stuff they was doing. It was like we was playing grown adults out there.
yo, every time they said sprite them up, they was swishing at you.
Spread them out.
So listen, boom, we ran a couple games, you know. So This when the haze phase was out.
Yeah.
So they
Live and all that.
Yeah.
So they like, Red, man, we got this purple. I'm like, aight.
Not knowing what you're getting yourself
Had
into.
that gas.
So look, they rolling, John. I ain't not roll. All I know was the puff, inhale, and pass. So while I'm puffing, inhale, and pass, I keep feeling my body leaving the entire pass. All I knew when I passed it, some said run. I ran straight.
Man, took off all the way to the house. We like, yo, where you going? What are you doing? Took off running. I was like, oh man. Looked at me. Was like, what's going on? I was like, man, I
That
think
paranoia hit.
I think he tripping, man. It's like he tripping, man. We gotta go get him, bro.
Yeah, them haze days was crazy.
Full disclaimer: marijuana's not for everybody.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
If you smoke it and you take off running, you might want to put it down.
yeah. We was young then.
Young and wild. What's next, Rell?
Well, we got the Rell report.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We got the Rell report. That was Virginia legalizing marijuana in 2024. So get ready in 3 years for that. Now, the second part of the Rell report, a third stimulus check for the $1,400 could be.
I need my stimulus check, yeah. I need.
issued within the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Now, you know, a lot of people need this stimulus check for this past year.
Okay.
But a lot of people will be buying bundles.
That because they
definitely buying
the first
bundles.
two.
The bundle stock is on the rise with this new stimulus check.
The bundle stock is on the
Don't
rise.
forget the last.
We need more business licenses, man. But them people about to splurge at 14.
Now, we may get some business license.
For
We
real.
may get some of them.
You can start a business off of
But we're
1400.
going to get a lot of PlayStation 5s
Oh yeah.
A PS5 getting sold.
and bundles.
Niggas out here slinging real good trying to get the PS5.
Hey, you know what?
boy.
Spend no money. Spend it. Spend it on whatever you want. They giving it to us.
They give it to them.
I know all my homies like, man, I'm trying to get a PS5. I'm like, man, y'all crazy, man. And they buying them though. They buying them.
They're buying them. And I bought one.
Yeah, he bought one. How much did you buy one for?
$650.
I know that's right.
$650.
That's dedication.
But it was pure dedication.
Dedication.
You want to
I
hear the
know
story of what happened when I bought my PS5? Let me tell y'all the story. So I tried to do it early in the morning on a sneak tip. So won't nobody realize. I get up, my wife gets up, already got the PlayStation 5. She can't say nothing. So
Like, let me get
this
it and
is
tell
what
her about
happened.
it later.
I get up early in the morning. I'm about to meet the guy to go get the PlayStation 5. So I go to the ATM. I'm hype. I'm playing music. I'm dancing in the car. Get to the ATM. Put my card in. It's giving me the money.
Right.
I'm waiting for the money to come out the ATM.
Right.
The money goes back into the ATM.
What?
The money went back into the ATM. Look at my bank account. The money's taken out. And I'm like, okay, this is
Like the
bad.
ATM was like, psych.
Psych.
Yeah,
Super
most
psych.
definitely.
So I'm like, okay, bank's not open at this time. They open in about 10 minutes. So I go to another ATM, right?
Right.
Just try to get the money. I'm about to meet the dude. He's already there to meet me with the PlayStation 5.
Oh, he thought you was about to get him.
Man,
Oh, that's dedication.
Yeah.
pure dedication. So I told you I didn't want to tell my wife, right? So I had to call her. Because now the bank account's messed up. Now it's $650 out of the bank account.
It's actually supposed to be more than that.
Exactly.
Once
So I
you
had
do
to take.
pull-
So I had to take out now another
$650. Yeah, it's about to be
to
double.
pay the dude.
And
Went
then-
back to the bank. The lady's giving me a hard time about counting the ATM, which she got to do anyway.
Oh yeah.
Just to say, what you said, pure dedication for that PlayStation 5. It was pure dedication that morning. So if you want that PS5, just know you're gonna have to put in the work for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, go to the right ATM. What he's saying.
pretty much.
I don't think it was worth it. I don't think it was worth it at all.
Hey, but you got it.
But I got it. That was with the first stimulus check.
With the first one.
That was the first one I spent my money on.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna move right along, man.
Come on, let's get it.
So y'all know March is Women's History Month or
Yeah.
National Women's Month.
National Women's History Month.
So we want to recognize all the ladies out there.
Shout out to the ladies, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the ladies. Now, want to ask y'all, who are some influential women that had an impact on you
I
guys?
mean, mine's mom definitely for sure.
Oh yeah.
And like I gotta salute moms because she had a little hard time in the streets just doing stuff and like for where she came from to where she at now, like she just motivate me. Like none of the pitfalls can be too deep for you to not get back. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Gotta salute moms, you know. I got, you know, grandparents. I'm gonna get out the family members. I guess that's like a cliche thing, but I salute. It's this lady by the name of Shahrazad Ali, man. Mm-hmm. She wrote this book called The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman, man. Mm-hmm. She's like a real dope female, Right.
What was her name again?
Shahrazad Ali. Okay. Yeah, she fire, bro. Who else? Then just any of the influential women I work with, you get what I'm saying? Like just females that I've seen as artists, people at the radio stations. I've met a lot of DJs, female producers. You know what I mean? It's a lady by the name of Bernice Turner. She's a lawyer in Richmond. Mm-hmm. They call her the Flower Lady. Like she's the first person that ever like hired me for the like sell stuff. And she used to have me and my cousins and stuff out there with flowers, selling roses every Valentine's Day every year. And like when I was growing up, she actually taught me a lot about hand-to-hand selling and business and stuff. So there's a couple of them along the way.
Is there any influence in your like rap career as far as artists, female wise, that because a lot of times when, you know, we're rappers, we always recognize male artists, but is there any females?
Lauryn Hill for sure.
Lauryn Hill, absolutely. She's
Lauryn Hill, because like we salute Drake and a lot of the artists for the rapping and singing thing, but Lauryn
was rapping and singing,
yeah,
she
was had mastered. That was her swag, and
she was a songbird.
Yeah, and not only was she like rapping with like regular, she won't. Yeah, it wasn't like it was twerking. She was literally giving you bars, lyrics.
Yeah, like
Lauryn was really going in. You get what I'm saying? Like Erykah Badu's another one.
Yeah,
with cool vibes.
Erykah was
Who else can I say? I be working with a lot of dudes mostly, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's a male-dominated industry. Well, now it's not, because the women are kind of waving, but
and we spoke about
dudes.
That, how women are all over the radio.
Yeah, they dominating right now.
Yes, sir.
They definitely dominating.
I would say for me, at music-wise, Mary J. Blige.
Blige? Salute to Mary.
Salute to Mary.
Man, let me tell you something about Mary. My mom, every mood, it was a Mary J. Blige song.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about every mood, whether she was happy, whether she was sad.
Mm-hmm.
Mary had something for it.
Yeah, especially the sad
Mary had something for it.
Mary had them.
Mary got a lot of people's stuff burnt up and broken with bricks and cars keyed up. Like
KC was putting her through some shit.
Mary said them chicks on a vengeance with that Waiting to Exhale track. Like Mary was not playing with us.
Yeah, Mary won't play.
A lot of niggas was in the dog.
Mary got happy and stopped making them songs, and niggas relaxed. Like
to me, it wasn't the same Mary. I was looking for the sad Mary, and it was happy Mary.
Because I don't know, I think pain grabs you way more than happiness. Like it feels better to be happy than be sad, but
you probably make the best music with pain.
Yeah, because it's like when you happy, it's like sometimes you could be having a normal good life and you'll still turn on a sad song from somebody and sing it, even though your life is happy. Like you could be in a perfectly good relationship, but I'm not gonna crack and come on and your shorty still singing it even though she happy as hell. It's just
to me, that's the best time to sing sad songs.
For some reason, it's like the strain, the stress, and the turmoil. Like it's just, and plus, I think when you happy, you use happiness for to help your vibe, but it's easier to remember. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's very impactful.
You use happiness to help your vibe, but when you happy, like it's like you don't really need to listen to happy songs. You're happy when you messed up. You really need to listen to them songs to bring you back. So.
That's true.
It just mean more to you, I think. It hit more.
Redd, what about you, man? Any influential females in your life?
Like you said, my mother was a strong woman. Mm-hmm. You know, I learned from her every day.
Gotta salute Godmom though. Shout out to VA.
It was my it was my great aunt. She was like my grandma / mom. She raised my mom, right?
Right.
And they say a woman can't teach a man how to be a man, but I think she could play a part in it. Like, you know, she taught me She told me that don't no woman want no broke dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
She
Yeah.
told me that you just can't be laying on no woman's couch and think you a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that came from a woman. I was raised by a woman.
Right.
So yeah, my great aunt and my mom told me a lot. What woman in music? Man, like you said, Mary J, Erykah Badu, a little bit of Patti LaBelle.
Oh man, took it back on us.
Man, because I like all music.
Yeah,
you know, it just whatever serenades my brain at the time. You know?
I remember being younger. My stepdad, he had a record player, and I remember he had this one record, and this was the first time I ever listened to Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Okay.
And it was like some of the best music I had ever heard in my life at the time.
Ever in life. I know that's right.
At the time, like I never heard anything like Gladys Knight and the Pips before.
Right.
And it's like, it can never be, music like that can never be duplicated. And you can't duplicate a Mary J. You can't duplicate a Lauryn Hill. You can't duplicate a Patti LaBelle. And I think that's, to me, what makes it influential and impact. But often, women get overlooked.
Yeah. They do. They really do.
Yeah. Overlooked, but they deserve their credit as due. They deserve, their month and more. And it seems like they turning the corner finally, with getting respect.
The respect level.
Yeah.
The respect level is definitely different.
Yeah, I can believe that. The respect level is totally different now.
Yeah, the respect level is definitely different. So, yeah.
Something about those grandmothers, man, too.
Yeah, like, that was a different era. They were older,
right?
You get what I'm saying? They were older. Like a lot of the world is real fast now. So a lot of people's grandmothers, like when we was growing up, our grandparents was in their 50s and 60s and 70s. Like you meet a person now, their grandma might be 45.
She's still clubbing. She's still going dancing.
45. And you looking at them like, dang, that's crazy. Like your grandma ain't 50.
I can't imagine being in the club with my grandma.
They still going dancing, bro, with knee replacements.
She might tell me walk out the club because this is grown folks' business.
So they got hip replacements and knee replacements still out there.
Back then, your grandma, she was wise. She was already old. She had already did that. Yep. She knew all the recipes. It had tons of information throughout living long, how to heal shit, what to put on this, what to do to that. But since the grandma's younger now, they still a little more, they ain't as serious as you are when you 60, 70, 80. So if your grandma 40 something, you know what I mean? Of course she's still moving around. She still thinks she's sexy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Our
grandmas knew they was beautiful, but our grandmas weren't trying to be sexy. They was dead ass serious.
They was straight grandmas.
Yeah, they was grandmas.
And now they're not even
they either taught you something or they wore your ass out.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying? Like, but now it's different. Like you can have your grandma could be a dope ass friend now.
Right.
And you could just be chilling doing normal stuff. She might wear the same outfit one of your girlfriends will wear. It's totally different.
That's true. And they're not for watching kids like the old grandmas was. You used to spend weeks upon weeks at your grandmother's house.
Yeah, grandma might got something to do now. Where
they call in 3 hours. They like, all right, where you at now?
Grandma in Miami.
Come on, get these kids.
Grandma
I
was
got
in
a
the
date.
house.
Grandma in Miami right now.
Oh yeah, she trying to get out. Grandma's is not the same.
Yeah, it done totally changed up. It's different now.
And that is the conclusion of the Rell Report for episode 3.
The Rell Report. All right. Y'all know what time it is.
What time is it?
What
Time to get a little quirky.
Hold on. We have to acknowledge what's in these cups.
Oh, tell them what we got. Tell them what we got, Rell.
All right. So last week we had the Terramana tequila, gold. We had the gold one.
We had the gold. Oh, we did have the gold.
This week we got the silver edition.
We got the silver Terramana
by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, DJ.
Okay.
We call him DJ because now we know him.
Yeah, we know DJ.
We didn't promote his product on our show. Shout out to DJ.
Shout out to DJ.
Send us some bottles over there, Rob.
Hey, you know you got them.
We trying to get it.
We know you got it. But yeah, we're sipping on that, and we also did we want to bring that on?
What is that?
This big thing of
we have no
liquorness right here.
That's a dope shaker too. That's the efficient.
Liquid love.
Go ahead and endorse it, man. Go ahead and cut it. Go ahead and cut a promotion on it.
Pardon, if you have any types of events,
please call or go online to Liquid Love Mobile Bartending.
LiquidLoveMobileBartending.com.
And right now we have the dad joke of the day.
Oh yeah.
We all are dads. If you have a dad joke, whether it's funny or not, hey, this is our show.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I'm going first. Why didn't the skeleton go out trick or treat?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Because he didn't have nobody to go with.
That's good. That's actually a good one.
That's a good one.
Nah.
That's a good one. I believe it's my turn.
Go the hell up. In a real.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Theodore.
Theodore who?
The door is broken. That's why.
Theodore.
Hey, we still
Theodore.
All right, man. All right, man. We're gonna get into these questions, man.
Okay.
Get into these questions. Artillery Da God.
What's good, King?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Artillery Da God on the show.
What up?
Other than what the first memory was, what is the most memorable memory of us together?
Most memorable memory of us together? The most memorable memory of us together, man. Oh my God, that's a long line of stuff, man.
Hey.
All
we need is one.
Oh man, the most memorable reason? Oh my God, I'm just thinking of all the stories we done told sitting still. Like you remember the flipping on mattresses, BB guns.
So how many years are y'all apart?
Maybe like 3. You like what? You 30?
30 years.
Yeah, 3 years apart.
Okay,
My birthday.
okay.
His birthday.
Our
So
birthday
y'all
in
grew up
3 weeks.
up together.
Yeah, literally same crib and everything. Like, so like he just asked a real big question. That we done been together
Right,
for birthday
right.
parties, and that's a long shot there. The most memorable moment. Ah, damn, Red. That's a
He put him on the spot.
yeah. That's a crazy jump, man. Cause it been summers we done rocked out. Nah, I'm gonna be real. All right, the most memorable moment, bruh. And I was crazy. This gonna be a wild one, but it's the funniest thing. The funniest thing, yo. Like we was chilling, right? I remember one time I had to be like, I was in like the 6th grade. I had to be like 11. So Red had to be like 8. They spent the night at my crib, right? So it's me, Taquan, Red, and all us in the crib, right? So Red talking trash. Red like, man, shut up before I pee on you, bruh. So I'm like, bruh, you ain't gonna pee on me, bruh. We arguing. Man, Red whip out a pee on me, bruh. We tussling in the room about that shit. Man, but we had a lot of memorable moments. One time I ran away from home. Then we had another time where niggas, we used to sneak out the damn window and run across the roof and shit.
Hold the phone.
That's what I'm saying. We got a lot of stuff, man.
This man
I think
peed
that's
on you, cuz.
He peed on me. We was love,
no.
and we was having a slumber party, man. And I forgot how I made him that mad, bro. We was playing.
Yo, you
Taquan
gotta
was
piss
laughing.
somebody the fuck off.
Yeah, man.
And
And I'm saying, no, he not. That nigga peed on me from the top bunk, man. I was like, this nigga.
And he wasn't in reachable distance.
Nah, man, we beat you like a bitch. That's why I said, bro, we done did a lot from flipping on mattresses.
Downpour pee. Oh my God.
We was flipping on mattresses out there, man. Like this
You gotta love somebody to let
fights
you pee
with
on
other
you.
people together,
And y'all
like
still be tight.
man, fights with other people. Going out to outreach churches and wilding in the churches.
Fighting in the church, man.
Now we do gotta remember a moment. Like I'm gonna be honest. Know what? Take that back. I gotta say this, and I'm gonna say this is the most memorable moment because I know me and Red lost our virginity on the same day. You remember that? That's the most memorable moment. I think I found it. Me and Red lost our virginity on the same day, and the reason it was memorable is because it was a train
Podcast.
I'm talking about it was like 4 us in there, man. And
Yeah, that was wild.
This chick, I ain't gonna say her name.
We ain't gonna say her name.
Cause I think she might be engaged right now.
Nah, don't do that.
I ain't gonna do it like that, but when we was kids, man, she was just one of them jumps.
Hey,
yeah, it went down. We lost our virginity the same night. Our older cousin came down there and was like, "Look, man," she said she'll let y'all get on too.
Yeah,
and we just went in there taking turns and moving like.
At that
lost
age,
our virginity.
You just don't give a damn.
We lost our virginity the same fucking night, man.
Yeah, we've been thugging ever since.
Damn, bro, we do got some wild memorable moments, man.
Some wild memories.
Yeah, we got some wild memories.
Yeah.
All right. For those that don't know, Artillery Da God wasn't always Artillery Da God.
I definitely wasn't.
Artillery was Lil T.
Lil T, man. Lil T Vag, man.
Lil T.
Lil T.
Does Artillery Da God remember the first written rhymes of Lil T?
My first written rhymes, I wrote over Chamberlain Avenue, man. It was like roses are red, violets are black. I looked out my window, saw men on crack. I can't remember the rest. I just remember them 2 lines, but that was the first thing I wrote.
So I remember him writing, and I wanted to write because I thought he just sounds so like raw. Mm-hmm. You know? And he inspired me, and I was like, when I was writing, he took the book, was like, nah, you messing up because you writing them all together. You gotta learn how to
break them up. Yeah.
And you gotta learn how, I ain't even know that you supposed to count bars. Like I ain't know it was an 8. I ain't know it was a 16. You know what I'm saying? And that came all from him. And so you did inspire me when it came to the music, because music always been around us.
Right.
Yeah, always.
My granddad.
Yeah, Steve played that 24/7.
My granddad get all
disco light in the living room and everything.
Right. We all kids running around hopping on the mic, and he always had the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was like, you know,
he definitely instilled that music deep at a very young age too. Shout out to Steve, man.
Yeah. So I got one. Now, people who do know you, they know you had a struggle past, right?
Yeah.
You did time, right?
Yeah.
How was your time doing time?
I had 2 stages of time. I had a reckless stage, and then I had a conscious stage. And when I first went in there, I went in there wilding. You know what I mean? I was wilding, man. I was definitely one of them dudes that was taking bags. I was constantly fighting. Some of these scars on my face came from in there, just fighting and getting into stuff. And shout out to the Nation of Gods and Earths, man. But I started building with a lot of them guys in there, man. They put me on the 5% stuff, and that's when stuff started wising up. I started going to school, getting a couple degrees through college while I was in there. I started reading music business books, learning about the business, so I could try to start a label as soon as I got out. And I just really educated myself, and also in there, I was writing rhymes in there. Actually, that's where I perfected my. That's why I perfected my flow at. You know what I'm saying? Just rocking out in there and stuff. And then throughout reading the books and stuff, the wordplay got up from that as well. So the pen actually definitely made me a way better rapper. So
let me ask you this, because the black community has mixed feelings towards prison reform. You know, they feel that it tends to take black men out of the community, which hurts the community, because now you have like single parent households, and it kind of like cripples the community. And it's supposed to be there for rehabilitation. Did you feel rehabilitated when you came out this last time? Did you feel like it actually changed?
Yeah, that was
it definitely. Mine was a drastic change, but they say it hurts us, and it does hurt us because it hurts us because they snatching a lot of stuff off the street, which means our numbers are drastically low. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to really win a war when your soldiers is captive. So it does pull us off, but at the same time, sometimes sometimes things are bittersweet. Even though you get locked down, usually the people that they're grabbing, the only reason they got a lot of them is because we wilding out. And usually once it's wilding out, we don't have a lot of sense. Right. Like we might know how to add because we need business to survive. So we know how to add and do math. The people that didn't like math at least know how to count their money. You get what I'm saying? So you got people
that was great at math.
So you got people that's moving like that and really on top of their stuff with it, but at the same time, they really don't have the sense. Like, you learn when you go to prison and jail, you really learn. Like, if you don't get stretched out for 20, 30 years, but as far as the ones coming home, it really builds your mind up. Like, half of the reason I feel we really fail at stuff is because we really just don't have a lot of book sense.
Right.
So you need to go in there, like, in the pen is one of the places you go to, and all the old heads people that never taught a young person nothing in life, all of them gonna talk and tell you everything in there.
Right.
So you're gonna learn.
We need to expand because on the book sense of it, because what they teach in school is way more knowledge that you need outside of what is constructed in the education system in school.
Yeah, like, because they're not teaching you how to do taxes. They're not teaching you, like, school prepares you for to work a job. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. They build you up, send you out to school, to work a job. Like, I think it'd be totally different if somewhere in there they threw a curveball and just said, "Hey, we're gonna teach you how to do a business license, and this is your elective in the 6th grade."
That would help.
Right. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna teach you how to file your taxes or do blah 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 in the 6th grade, or in the 8th grade, we're gonna teach you how to build a house from scratch. Like, they could really teach you some stuff that could really help you. And you get what I'm saying? Really,
everyone doesn't have the mentality to work a 9-to-5 job.
But then it's crazy. Like, they could actually build you up to be for that, but you don't really get that when you get locked up, because we already know that they not gonna hire you like that. You're not gonna get this.
Right.
Every single person that's coming from home has the, man, I'm gonna go to get the shirts, and I'm about to do the music, and I'm about to go out there and I'm gonna cook. Man, I'm gonna go out there, man, and I figure if I could do a barber, I got mine.
Right.
It takes you from being a person that's just hustling for money and actually. It's really it's kind of impossible to leave out the jail without some type of goal or strategy,
right?
Because
you're gonna be dangling. Because
they're gonna talk to you all day about it. Every person you talk to, that's all they gonna talk about throughout their day is what they gonna do when they come home.
When they get out,
you know what I mean? So it changes things. It really changes things. And not to mention your body gets built up and stuff because you eating certain stuff in there, you working out.
Right.
Like, that's why a lot of people, when you come home, man, the women jump on you because they see the lion. They're like, oh, his skin a little fresher. He ain't even getting no drugs like that, and he ain't got alcohol like he wanted.
Eating nothing with no high fructose corn syrup.
You look like you your age for real. We hate it, but it preserves you. Like, if you see somebody that's like 40 years old on the street, you'll look at him and be like, he all right, but. And if you see somebody got locked up at 20 and come home at 40, like, they really get preserved.
Oh yeah,
right.
They really get preserved.
Not cracking at all. Yeah, I can see that.
Don't get it locked up though, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you do, you can spend it.
You heard that first on the
Spill podcast. Now, Artillery.
Yes, sir.
Some teenager, some young man, young female, maybe going through what you already went through.
Yeah.
They might be preparing themselves to go in prison. So, can you give them 5 things? Lord mercy.
5 things.
5 things. Oh, we're gonna edit that out. Can you give them 5 things you don't do while in prison?
Man, I never been asked that question. Some people say drop the soap, but I'm gonna go ahead and debunk that. We into 2021. Ain't too many people getting raped that don't want to be raped. I'm gonna say that now. Like, back in the 90s, in the 80s, probably maybe, so. But we frowned upon it now. So really, you don't really got too many people coming home saying they raped me. Like, so I just want to debunk that because I know the joke was funny in the 90s, but nowadays it doesn't apply like it did then. Ain't too many people just raping people now.
People a lot more open now.
Yeah, it's more open, and to be honest, there's enough gay people for people not to have to do that now. You get what I'm saying? Like, the homosexuality is a little bigger than that when it was, but what I would say is one of the things that you cannot do is go in there and get involved with the wrong crowd. That makes your bid hard. If you're getting involved with the people that get in the fights and the knuckleheads, 9 times out of 10, you're going to leave with a lot of scars, something broken, or you might die in there because you're going to get what you're looking for in there. You get what I'm saying? It's going to come very quick, and they're going to take your first day going in there, you can run your mouth, and it can happen that same day. Somebody could just beat your ass. You get what I'm saying?
That's 2.
Number that's don't gamble. I'm gonna say don't gamble.
yeah.
Gambling is I don't care if it's a basketball game. Eventually it's gonna lead to a day where you're gonna have to fight behind it. Somebody gonna buck on you. You're gonna get cheated. It's just depend. So anything that you don't want to happen is gonna happen in there because you're in there with all the crooks.
Right.
So don't gamble. I would say don't get locked into the escapism things. Like escapism, I mean like playing cards. It's dudes that get hooked into playing cards. Dudes get hooked into playing chess or checkers, or dudes that get hooked into watching a TV and locked into. Don't get stuck in that escapism. And the reason why is because in there you'll get so locked into doing other stuff while you don't have nothing to do that you'll actually do your whole bid, and you can actually come out as the same person.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like if you ain't reading no books or taking time to go to school, you didn't do anything. And that's what a lot of people do. Like they'll go get the deck of cards and they'll play cards all day, and while you playing cards, you ain't really learning, you ain't really doing nothing. When it's a dude out there really jogging, working out, and running in, you could be doing something more constructive. You get what I'm saying?
I never thought about that.
Yeah, like for real, because it's really, it could become college. You got to think college, when you in the dorm, that's really the only place you can go to where you don't have to work a job, but you're gonna always eat. You get what I'm saying? Right. So if you sit and do nothing in that whole period of time, you gonna come out basically still. Then you were really in prison. You get what I'm saying?
That makes a lot of sense. I've never thought about. Like when people go to jail, they just pass the time.
Yeah,
like
they
playing
pass the
cards
time,
or playing dominoes or whatever.
And I hear some dudes being like, "Man, I slept my whole bed." I be like, "Damn, bro!" So they really had you locked up then.
Yeah, you would definitely still in prison.
Because if you're somebody on a dorm, bro, if you see how colleges work, a lot of them they not prisoners, but they stay on that place. They go out every now and then, but they stay in that place. They go to school there. They use the bathroom there. They eat there. They hang with their homies there. They mess with girls there. Yeah. Really, they're in a bubble. You get what I'm saying? Only difference is they don't have the prison bars, but you get what I'm saying? But in a sense, it's educational. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, like
last one.
The last one that I would say is I would say don't get into the drugs, man. And I ain't gonna get into how it gets in there, but I would say, man, don't get into the drugs. Idea how don't get into the drugs, man, because like it's a lot of dudes in there that are fiends behind the walls too. Right. You know what I'm saying? They sell all their stuff and sell. It's a lot of stuff you're not supposed to do in there, but that's one of the biggest ones. I've seen a lot of dudes in there that depend on the drug, and because they have nothing else to do, they really, really lean on it hard. And some of them dudes come home as fiends.
And I always wondered. I got an idea how it gets in there, but what is the quality of?
I mean, the same quality on the street. If somebody from the street bringing it in, then it's whatever. Right. Whatever's on that street is whatever they got. You get what I'm saying?
You see it all the time. They in there, they smoking weed.
Yeah,
probably a little bit more than that. Yeah, I would imagine.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Like anything you got on the street, they got in there.
They got in jail.
Absolutely everything.
So do the guards, do the correctional officers? They just. Cause I know they smell that shit.
I mean, I don't want to get into it to the point where they go up in there and be like, "Hey, artillery was on there and he told us y'all hiding it in the ceiling."
Right. I feel you.
Next thing you know, they tearing everybody's ceilings down. That's why
because I know that they do that. I know that they look for.
They go hard on you, but at the same time, it's like it's just a creative mind. Right. It's like they're gonna be creative based off of your creativity and vice versa. Whatever you do, they're gonna learn to do something to do that, and while they're doing that, you're learning to do something to beat that. So it's just a game of who can beat who, and it's always gonna be that way. For any device they create, is gonna be a somebody in there that's gonna think of a way to freak that device or loophole and get around it. So I don't think they will ever be able to stop it, or it's just too much going on in there. And then you would have to have every officer 100% as good people too, and majority of the time they don't get paid enough to really follow the procedures the way.
I can see that.
They don't get paid enough. Like, especially this lady make about $700 this week, and her check ain't that. Like, she like, nah, I'm about to get my check and do this.
John rock.
Yeah, so.
All right. Now, you did your bid.
Yeah.
You came home.
Yeah.
You got into music, right? Then you take the next step to battle rapping.
Yeah.
How was battle rapping for the first time? And for people that don't know, can you please say your slogan?
Yes, I was doing a battle rap. The slogan, you don't put me. I damn near forgot it. Hold on.
What?
I ain't forget it, but it's just I ain't said it in so long.
I remember it smells like a body.
Yeah, that's the ending one, but it's a start. It was a 4-bar setup. You know what I mean? And the punch was with the crowd said, and I'd be like, another rapper's short reign has just come to an end. Artillery Da God is what the streets call me. It smells like a body. Now the reason that's 3 bars, but the first bar was always like a setup. Like I would change the first bar for every single battle, like of how I would do it. Like, I done it again. Another rapper's short reign has just come to an end. And I would change it and lead into it smells like a. But that was the slogan, man. And with the battle rap scene, what was the second question you asked about the battle rap? You said
how you get into battle rapping?
Well, I got into the battle rap because a dude named Fastlane Fame from New York had called me out. He came down from New York. He was doing the URL battle and stuff, and he was just like, "Yo, is there any lyricists down here who down here can spit?" So, a dude by the name of Young Sums hit him up and was like, "Yo, if you're looking for a lyrical dude that can go with you, it's a dude named Artillery. He the one doing all that lyrical wordplay stuff for battle, and the rest of us like doing dance and club music." So me and him set up a battle. We did a battle. The joint went viral. It attracted some attention up north. A dude named Kane Denham came down here with a league called SRL Supreme Rap League. No, it was Goonie Battlegrounds. Pardon me. Goonie Battlegrounds came down here and they set up an event and they let me and Fastlane Fame pick all the artists to be on the card. Then we did another one. And next thing you know, it got bigger. I started traveling. More videos went viral, and then I had a bit of battle where when it took off, I had a battle with I'm tongue twisted. We've been drinking. I had a battle with a dude named Ill Lyric. You get what I'm saying? I remember that battle. I threw a picture up on Ill, and and the battle did like 21,000 views the first day. You get what I'm saying? And after that, Smack even shared it on the URL. He shared it to his Twitter. Like it was going crazy. It was going real crazy. You get what I'm saying? And ever since then, the numbers was just racked up. You get what I'm saying? And I was just going around knocking off heads.
Hey, listen. I'm not sure what's the guy name, but you're going to remember when I say this. When you when you win the battle, you're doing your rhymes, you're killing it. Then it was time for him to go, and he couldn't go no rounds.
Oh, you talking about Mr. Bay?
Mr. Bay.
Mr. Bay. Yeah, I smoked.
Mr. Bay.
Yeah, I went up to Philadelphia to battle Mr. Bay. I did Mr. Bay dirty, and what's crazy, Mr. Bay was a funny situation because like. They do a lot of editing to the footage, so when the footage starts, you see me, and I'm like, nah, don't worry, I'm gonna go. And nobody knew what happened before that. But before that, like how you do with the battle rap, you flip the coin, and whoever calls it like, hey, heads, and then you get to choose. Well, like if I say heads and land on heads, I get to choose if you go first or I go first.
Right.
So sometimes, like battle rap is urban, it's for the streets. So sometimes you run across street dudes, and because they're at home. The dynamics change and we drinking and so it's like you in my house. So what happened is we did the coin toss and I won the coin toss. So dude being that was in Philly, I'm dolo with like 2 chicks. He was like, I don't care. We in Philly. That nigga gonna go first. I ain't going first. I don't care who win the toss. And I'm like, oh, he doing this because he at home. Right. And I looked at him and like, then you see on the footage, I'll be like, nah, don't worry about it, bro. I go first. You get what I'm saying? Like on some nigga, ain't nothing. Ain't worried I don't even care who go first. You gotta win. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And I smoked him. That's what the energy in the beginning when I was yelling and barking. That's because I was rolling off of that. Like, and that's like amateur to professional stuff. Like
that's kind of like when people used to talk shit to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And only amateurs make that mistake. Right. See, like somebody that's professional, like they ain't gonna talk to you, they ain't gonna hype you up. Right. Nah, whatever energy you got, you coming straight off the ground jumping with this. Because when you hype a person up, now when I get in a battle, I actually got some adrenaline, some bark. You done gave me a dog inside now. Like it's different. Yeah. And I wagged on Mr. Bay, and Mr. Bay choked the first round. I was like, then he choked the second time, and I'm like, okay, well, I won the battle. Right. I don't know what you got for your third round, but I at least got you 2-1 no matter what now.
So battle
when he choked the third, I was like, landslide.
It was done.
Nah. So battle rapping to me is like a boxing match.
It literally is, though. It literally is because it's
like,
saying
it's a boxing match and it's like it's a art. Behind.
It's a boxing match. You got to have a defense in there, which is we call rebuttals. You say something, I say something in it, and sometimes the rebuttal ain't always got to be lyrical. It could be physical. Like you could do something where you could be like, like you could have something simple. You could be like, yeah, you always walking in here with this oil on, thinking you cute. And I might rebuttal you physically and be like, you got that right. I smell good now. And the crowd might, and even though it wasn't a rap, I just made your bar hit less. Because they laughing at me now. So I actually like
snatched you took what they said and flipped it against
them. It's a mental and physical thing too, other than just like the lyrics. Like, you get what I'm saying? And you just learn stuff along the way with the battle rap. You get what I'm saying? Like defenses, knowing that okay, I should say this in the third and not in the second, or you get what I'm saying? Just different stuff you learn.
Now I've seen some battle raps where people get super disrespectful.
Yeah.
How do you, like, if somebody says something like super disrespectful to you that you wouldn't even take from nobody in the street, how do you kind of dust it off?
It's like the rules that govern it is different. Like, and boxing is the best way.
So you do get a contract or something.
You get contracts and stuff like that. You got people out there like, it's a homeboy named Goods. He got in this contract like, hey, they can't bring up my daughter in the battle. Like we need, I'm not. You get what I'm saying? And he actually punched the dude that said it one time in the battle because the dude breached the contract and said it anyway, and he just snuffed him. But like, dudes got rules and regulations, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, just because we're using the battle and metaphor, the boxing metaphor, like when you in the ring with dudes, once you step in the ring with Mike Tyson, like if we in Walmart, he bumped me, it's like, damn, Mike, what the fuck? I can go off, but in the ring, once I step in that ring, I can't really say, hey, Mike, don't hit me in the nose.
No, you can't.
I can't really it'll be this, like, as we saying, like, yo, would you let a nigga punch you in the face on the street? You get what I'm saying? And it's like, well, Mike gonna look at you and say, well, you know what? I don't really let people punch me in the street at all. I'll kill somebody. But in the ring, it's like, once you step into the ring, you've accepted the rules and regulations of these ropes.
You know it's coming.
So it's like, you can't be like, all right, Mike, you done hit me. Don't hit me right there no more. Don't hit me in the side. You have to fight. Now, when we step off this stage, you say, hey, suck my, or your mama, then it's different. But in the ring, it's like, and plus in the ring, the same thing that go for you, go for me. So what's going to happen is you're going to say something real disrespectful, and in my mind, I'm going to start thinking of a rebuttal that's exactly like what you said, but in my words, though, for you.
And it's going to hit hard.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like the disrespect is given back and forth.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like you have some dudes that's like, hey, I don't want to touch in the battle. And then you got some dudes that be like, oh yeah, I can't touch you in the battle. All right. And I'm going to bump you soon as the round start, because now I'm looking at you like an amateur. Like, oh, so that mean if I bump you, you probably going to forget your lines. You going to be so mad that you ain't going to be focused. You're going to want to fight the whole battle. And even if we do fight after the battle, this footage is going to be horrible, and it's going to be out forever, though. So there's some dudes that you can't even tell a dude what not to do. Like, if you tell me don't bring my kids up, that's just telling the dude I'm gonna bring up his kids. I'm gonna talk about his daughter every round, and he probably go choke because he gonna be mad. You know what I mean? Because people careers is riding on it, so they like, oh, that's his weakness.
Right.
So a lot of battle rappers try to leave their emotion out of the battle. Yeah, because like whatever make you break in that battle, you gonna hear that for the rest of your career now. That's all they gonna talk about. That's all they gonna talk about.
You will be a viral video gone wrong.
Oh, you definitely gonna
for real. Right. You styling on me?
Oh, you mad because you styling?
Mad because I'm styling on you.
Forever, you will be remembered.
You mad because I'm styling
on you.
Yo,
that boy went in.
I tell you.
Yes, sir.
You went to one of the destinations that I never went to that I'm trying to go.
Oh, which one?
This man said which one, so he done went to many places.
Yeah, I've been jumping around, man.
That's what she said.
He stung me. I'll take that. She said that as well.
Africa, man.
Africa. Yo, the motherland.
Listen. Yo, when you see the pyramids, how was that feeling? The pyramids, man.
It's kind of crazy because like a lot of people be hitting me with the pyramids is dope, and like I got the dope expression from it, but It's like you really, you got to hold the bottom and pause. Yeah, it's no way to describe that without saying it.
That's
crazy.
what she said.
But like, it's like when you go out there, you'll see the pyramids and be like, but you only get to experience the first experience for 1 second or two, and after that, now it's just I'm looking at it. I see it.
It's right there.
Now I'm looking at it. You get what I'm saying? But the stuff that goes on around you, that never stops. So the hustlers that's trying to sell you stuff, that never stops. The people that's trying to pickpocket you or do stuff, that never stops. Like I had people walking up on me like, yo, can I see your phone? And I'm like, nah. He was like, I just want to hold it. Like, nah. It was like, why can I hold it? I'll take a picture of you with it. And I'm like, nah. And you'll literally realize that, this dude's trying to get my phone to run off.
Running like Aladdin.
Because like it's really, they not up in the economy. Like I went there and got like $2,000 out their bank, and it was like 36,000 Egyptian pound. Their currency's real bad. Right. So like you looking at your phone like, is this an iPhone? He looking at it like, yo, I could take that. I'm gonna get off on that. I slang this for about a good $300. I done came up because $300 is this in my way. You get what I'm saying? So you really got to be careful out there. And then the military is like, in order to get to the pyramids, you got to go through like a security check. They monitoring what you wearing and different things, and they'll make you go home and change your clothes.
Oh wow!
Like different stuff. Then part of the pyramid is gated off, and they won't let you go to some parts of it, so you can only stand on one side of it. So it's like you get to enjoy it, but they got so many restrictions on controlling it, so they can make money off of people going to see it, that they dampen this shit. You get what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy how they do that, because we look at the pyramids and say they dope, and we always look at the shape, the outside, but really the value is what's inside of it. You know what I mean? Because that's somebody's tombstone.
Right.
Yeah. That's people mummies in there. So really, it's like how we go see our grandmas and we walking past other people elders, and it's just tombstones everywhere. It's like, that's dope, but they took his tombstone and they're making a business out of it. Right. That's like you showing up to it and being that the Arabs are there now because they you know what I'm saying, the Arabs have conquered our people, so they took over Egypt. So when you get there, you see the Arabs, you don't see black people our color no more. So it's like somebody, it's like your grandma getting buried and your whole family going real hard to make sure her casket looks amazing. And it lasted thousands of years. Then one of your descendants show up like, yo, I want to see my grandma, and somebody there saying, nah, you gotta pay. Nah, you gotta wear this when you go. And you looking at it like, but yeah, this our people in the pyramids. How you gonna charge us to see it? And they like, nah, they really control it. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's different now.
Because you're right. Because I know me myself, I'm only looking at the pyramids the pyramid.
Yeah, but that's somebody's tombstone. You get what I'm saying? It's just he was such a dope king that he could get people to build his shit to look like that. But
so when you went to Africa, because I heard this from a lot of people when they go into Africa, did you feel at home? Did you feel like I
did feel at home, but I felt at home in a rebel manner.
Like I should have been here instead.
Yeah, like this belonged to me. Right. It wasn't a because you don't see your people there when you get there. Right. That's why when you get there, you gonna see a bunch of Arabs, so you gonna realize like, yeah, it's ours, but where the black people at though? Right. Where the real black? You get what I'm saying? They not that's there. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody it's like if one of the Indians came back looking at America right now, like they'll be like, hold on, who the hell is all these niggas? Where these white boys come from? Where these? That's how I feel when you go over there.
Because Africans don't see black Americans as African Americans. They see us as black Americans. Yeah. They don't look at us the same. They actually look kind of down on us and feel like, we've been basically brainwashed from the American way. And
it's weird though, but this is the thing though, like the Africans actually don't look at themselves as being related to each other. Because like when we look at Africa, we look at it like it's one big ass country, but Africa's really a continent.
Separate. Right.
With 50 countries in it.
Yeah, true.
You get with 53 countries in it. So like the way, basically like we're North America, but if you took us to Canada, you be like, man, I don't know the Canada niggas ain't related. Nigga, I'm American. And the Canadians is like, but really everybody's North America.
That's exactly what we do. We look at Africa as one big Africa.
Yeah, but it's really a continent. So if you meet a nigga in Ghana and a nigga in Nigeria, they looking at each other like, nah, I'm from Ghana. I ain't no Nigerian. They doing it with each other over there.
Right.
Like, so we coming from a whole nother continent. They looking at us like, nigga, y'all ain't out.
Y'all not us.
Brazil and they think that's us. Like
that's how they looking at it. Looking at it, it's different.
That's wild.
And I built with a lot of them over there, and a lot of them over there really don't see themselves as brothers, and they actually the same tint, shade, tone of black and everything, and they still beefing on if they brothers or not.
Right.
So it's kind of weird how they look at it, and like after talking to a lot of them, I noticed that really we are more deeper into that brotherly love, build all the black people together than they are.
Right.
And like I don't know if it's like that because they were colonized. Whereas we were just snatched up and taken somewhere, so we've been mad the whole entire time.
They stayed where they were at.
Yeah, and got comfortable, relaxed. It's like they have a roommate,
right,
that beats their ass though occasionally.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, whereas we like hell, we can't get out. We stuck here. They done took us somewhere, so. I don't know. It's like they don't put up the fight like we do.
It's like two different stories, kind of.
Yeah, when I talk to a lot of them, they talk to me as if they don't know why the hell we're even trying to fight or be proud, or you get what I'm saying. I was building with one of them like a month ago, and I was telling him like, yeah, you know, we the guys of the earth, we blah blah blah, we kings and queens, and like he looked at me and was like, yo, you know, black people, we're good for sports and stuff like that, but you know, we don't create nothing. Like y'all curse on here.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, y'all don't create shit. We black people don't create shit. We just good at sports. It's like those Chinese and white motherfuckers whooping our ass. So I'm like, bro, you know when we do Black History Month, we really created that to celebrate all the black creators though, right? You know, that whole month.
Right.
I'm like, bro, I was telling them like, you know, stoplights, cones, brushes, engines, even the iPhone, like majority when you look, the internet was created by a black person. When you look the people up, I'm like, bro, you know, majority of all the creations damn near like they made shit, but like about a good 70-80% of the creations in the world were all made for people of dark skin tone. Right. And he was just looking at me like, hell nah, y'all Americans is just brainwashed, man. Ain't no Americans.
I mean,
and
his
I'm looking
opinion
at him
is
like
more brainwashed. I guess to us, his opinion would be more brainwashed.
Yeah, it's different
because we actually, some of us now, we starting to recognize that we built this country.
Yeah, literally.
Hold on. All the kids in America are reading the same history books.
Right.
Black folks. That is not our history.
Yeah, it's not.
That's one thing about the education reform that they're trying to do is kind of actually give the real story.
Yeah.
Right. When I was in school, they had pages on the British War, the earlier, you know, American whatever.
Right.
Pages. But when it came to slavery, they had like a little passage.
Yeah, just a little section of a chapter.
This small. Right?
Yeah.
But when
with
I
so
did
much
my
more
research
to that,
and I found out that us black people were more than that little passage, and you start finding,
especially in American history, like as far as America as a country,
you start finding out like black people was doing this, black people was doing that, and I'm just the whole time was like, why wasn't I taught this? In school? Because
you got to think Martin Luther King was killed like 50 years ago,
right?
Which means America, from beginning to now, our history is 80 to 90% more slavery times and Jim Crow stuff than it actually is us doing this thing we're doing now.
Right, exactly.
So for you to make it small when that's pretty much your whole,
that's the whole history.
It should have been a slave in every single chapter of your book.
That's what America was built off, like takeover, divide and conquer.
Yeah,
America was built off the English coming over here and taking the Indians' land. Built off going to Africa and taking slaves from Africa and bringing them
over
here.
So let me ask you this question. All right, they say Christopher Columbus came over here, right? Discovered the new world. I don't
conquer the new world.
I don't understand.
It was a conquer.
He
discovered something that was already there, and people were already there,
and they still celebrate it to this day. Right, so that to me, that guy is like a pirate, you know.
Pretty much.
We just want to think about it, but anyway. And then they talk about the Indians. Then they said they killed the Indians and boom, and that was it. It was nothing else after that. So my question is, on your opinion, what did you think happened to the Indians? Because I heard stories that a lot of Indians was helping slaves during that time.
Well, see, this is one of the craziest tricks they pulled, and it was they pushed slavery to black people so hard that every black person in the country just took the slavery thing. And with one of the wildest tricks ever is like when you look up the Aboriginal, like if you look up Indians, you might pull up some Indians, and they use the term Indians because they feel the Indians came from India during the Ice Age, walked across the water, and some of them got stuck here. That's basically their travel story.
Christopher Columbus thought he was in India.
Yeah, but
when he came over, so he called them Indians, and he was nowhere close to it.
He wasn't nowhere close to it, but also on another level though. Basically, the way they say the North America was basically people got here is just when the Ice Age hit, it was too cold. Some people started traveling, and the ocean was frozen, so they could walk across.
Right.
And when everything went back to normal, it was just stuck like they have a trail of bones from India all the way to North America under the water. That
also where like Russia and Alaska is divided. At one point in time, they were connected.
Yeah, true fact. You get what I'm saying? So. They one of the craziest tricks though is like when you look up you look up the Aboriginals, like, and that's how you really get to the bottom. When you use that word Aboriginal, that's when you pull it up. And when you pull up the Aboriginals of North America, they all like dark people, like R. Wesley Snipes.
Right,
they don't look like the Indians of
when
today.
You see, because the Aborigines are from like Australia, they have like really dark people there, but they'll have like blonde hair.
Yeah, it'll be the original people before the white people actually got there. And what it was is a lot of our people who was moving around the earth that time, they had already got here. That's why it's pyramids in North America, South America, and little stuff from Africa to let you know that, hey, whoever was over there, they came here. That's like if we go somewhere in New York and we see y'all spill tag, I'm gonna say, oh, the spill must have did a podcast up here. That's how the pyramids and a lot of their artifacts, it lets you know where they've been. So like they was pushing the thing as if they bought millions and tons of all these Africans over here on 3 ships. You get what I'm saying? With no engines, nothing but, this is before technology was formed. But the real story is when they got over here, they did have a couple of slaves. But once they started pushing all those laws, like if you catch a black person and you catch them, you can make them a slave. Right. That's the process of them snatching Aboriginals and making them into slaves. So it's a lot of us here that really didn't come over this bitch on a slave ship. Our ancestors ain't linked to a slave ship at all. It's migration, and they just conquered people when they got here. But if you are looking to go to Africa for yours, all of us come from Africa as a motherland, but the pathway we took to get here isn't the same. And it's like if you're looking for land in Africa, then you ain't gonna ask for land in America because you don't think it's yours. But if this your grandma's shit and she was already here and you could prove that, that means, hey, somebody's on my land, somebody owe me something, this supposed to belong to my kids. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of messed up because we've detached from our people so long and that it's a lot of Indians that have been getting land and reparations and Las Vegas casinos that don't even deserve it. It's actually our shit they giving away to them.
You just said reparations.
You know what I'm saying?
If they give black people reparations, how much money do you think, or even is there even a amount of number? Or are we going for money? Or are we going for land? Or are we going for like? When you say reparations, what are we exactly looking for? Or is gonna be like?
I think the reparations thing is kind of. I don't really ask for reparations, right? And a lot of people, I used to at one time, but the reason I don't ask for reparations is because I feel they kicking so much food stamps and Section A and stuff out that I actually bird feeding your reparations off the rip. It's just some people live on it for the rest of their life. But if you're not paying for your rent, if you're not paying for your water or none of that, and you living in the hood, you getting your reparations.
A form of reparations.
It is. If you ain't got no job, in the hood, you can live out there for zero rent. You don't got to pay for air. You don't. Now it might be a little uncomfortable, people shooting, but your living is zero for real. You get what I'm saying? So technically,
I never thought about
you get they give us our reparations as a safety net if you can't survive without us.
Now, do you think black people in general, and I know we're getting kind of heavy here, it's a spill podcast, so it's okay.
Definitely okay.
But do you think that black people play a victim role? And because of the inequality that we have had for this long, we're still in 2021 saying that we are the victim here, and this is why we can't progress because of A, B, and C.
I think we should be allowed to say that, and I think what they push, they say, yo, you playing the victim role,
right?
But it's like, okay, it's cool to say it's a victim role, but if we really are victims, what other role can we play?
Really the victim.
You get what I'm saying? If we like, that's like if a chick gets raped for like 10, 20 years, she's 20, and she's out there
she
saying,
still says it.
You get what I'm saying?
Right,
she really got raped. So okay, what other role can she play?
What can she? What
we
can
are
she go
victims, so it's like, yeah, we do play the victim role because we the victims.
Yeah, and just to make it very clear, I mean, we are battling people who had a 400-year head start.
Yeah, that's really the only reason they winning right now.
Right.
If that's like if all four of us in this room all had 4 companies in different places, we had maybe 20 to 30 workers apiece. If we ain't never have to pay them no dental service for 400 years, we never gave them no paychecks, no insurance. All we had to do is basically give them a little, feed them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You'll be a billionaire too. Your kids would be straight too. 400 years of not
we
paying,
wouldn't have that generational wealth.
Right.
If you
but making money though,
we had to start from not even being considered an entire human being.
if you had
Not learning how to write or read.
Yeah, if you had 20 workers, bro, for a year straight, and they like, you don't gotta pay them for a year, bro, you gonna be rich as hell when that year is up.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And that's how they beating us. They not beating us because they smarter. It's just they just had 400 years and not paying out no money. And they've been given, they had 400 years to collect enough money, to more money than one person can actually spend in his lifetime.
Right.
So it always just goes to the next person who can't spend it in their lifetime, and the next person. So it's just wealth flipping. So it's like, no, y'all really not beating us. It's just y'all have done something to make sure
it on from generation to generation.
Right. Yeah, we just can't catch up right now. Because the world is not set up in a way where black people will ever get 400 years of free labor.
Yeah, we can't.
From another race.
Go back
like,
I don't think that will ever.
Well, we'll never get it.
Yeah. We don't have.
And if we do get it, it's going to be off our own people.
Definitely off our own.
Yeah, with a blood diamond situation, something like that. It's going to be off our own people. And white boy, we never get it off the whiteys like that.
We would need the DeLorean to go back to the future. Figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. You get what I'm saying? I think nature gonna help us win quicker than the business and stuff will. With this sun and all this stuff that's going on.
All right, that was good, man.
Yeah,
that was real good, man. Artillery.
All right, Rell.
Yes, sir.
The Spill Podcast. You got the spill for us today.
We got the spill. I got the spill. I did want to do one thing first.
What's that?
I did want to bring a little bit of light into the situation here.
Okay.
Is that okay with you guys?
Right.
Can we laugh a little bit?
Ha ha ha.
Can we laugh a little bit? Now, this segment of the show, I would like to call What If They Were Black?
What if they were black?
I'm going to say that again because I like this so much.
What if they were
What
black?
if they were black? Now, first person that we're going to have step up is Bruce Wayne.
What if they were black?
Bruce Wayne.
What if Batman was black?
I think Batman would have left his cape at his baby mama house if he was black.
I think Batman would have missed a payment on his utility belt bill. Now his utility belt's cut off.
I think if black man was, if I said black man, I think
he would change his name.
If black man was black,
black man
he would
black.
be black.
It's a telephone, folks.
I think if Batman was black, Batman would have spent a lot of more time getting laid.
Oh yeah,
because you know Batman was turning down the box left and right.
Oh yeah, because he had to go fight crime.
But a black dude would have been like, "Yo, I'm gonna hit her and then go do it."
Not the black Batman, and he probably got a couple baby mamas too. Yeah. He probably got car seats in the Batmobile.
He definitely would have been smoking weed.
Oh yeah, Dutch guts on the floor in the Batmobile.
Batmobile would have definitely had some rims on it.
It would have had some rims. One donut though. It had a donut on it.
Batman would have had some 24s on it.
Batman would have been killing shit because you know Batman, he just beats you up and put you for the cops. Like I think Batman would have been racking up some bodies if he was black. Like he would have definitely shot a couple people.
Yeah. Batman. See the white Batman, he didn't shoot anybody.
Yeah.
The black Batman, he's definitely shooting somebody.
See, I think black man.
Only so much fighting we do.
I keep you messing me up.
I know, man.
I think Batman would have had a whole grill because you know he had the little joint on his face When you show them teeth, it would have been all goals in his mouth.
Bat suit would have been by Nike.
I think Batman would have struck Catwoman. Because Catwoman was trying to put it on Batman on everything. She was kissing him and everything.
He would have.
And Batman used to duck her because she was a villain.
Catwoman was like that baby mama that get on your nerves, but you love her.
Nah.
Yeah.
Shout out to baby mamas. I'm already on child support, so
I think the Joker would have been on dope and pills.
I think Batman would have had a flyer suit. I think he would have probably draped that joint out eventually. Like,
skin tight stuff.
yeah, you know, Batman was the skin tight and with the leather. He probably would have had a Louis suit, anything.
Oh yeah. Batman. Black Batman.
Black Batman.
The Black Bat. What would his name be? Because you know,
Black man.
the white name would have been Bruce Wayne. Was Bruce Wayne.
Oh man, that's something to think about. What do you call? Yeah.
What do you call the Black Batman? It can't be Bruce Wayne. That's too white of a
It's not Bruce. It's definitely.
it's definitely not Bruce.
It can't be one of those two name niggas like Bruce Wayne. Like gave his ass
Like
two first
Earl
names.
Dwayne.
Hank Earl.
I think his name would have been
Joe.
definitely Joe.
Joe.
Just Joe.
Dirty
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
I wanna know.
Brian.
Who else? What else you got, Rell? If they were black.
Andre.
What if Inspector Gadget?
Oh my God, the gadgets are the whole gadget.
The gadgets would change.
the gadgets would change.
Go gadget do rag.
he would have to need things that would help him survive as a black man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As a black man.
Yeah, because you know we do different shit than they do. We all run houses, but it's just certain shit we do today.
Go gadget driver license.
Oh my God. Oh,
Need that driver license, girl.
Go gadget wave cap.
Go gadget cop scanner. Like all of that. Yeah, for real.
Go gadget cocoa butter.
Bruh.
He out there just getting lotion.
I know he wouldn't have wore that trench coat. He wouldn't have wore the trench coat. He would have had on something else.
I think we had a Nike sweatsuit on.
Man, that's Inspector Gadget if he was black, man. He definitely would have ate more. I don't know. Inspector Gadget was like a robot, man. So it's like
He was like a robot.
programmed.
Yeah.
But he would need straight black stuff.
Yeah, he definitely would. He has had a long ass chin. He definitely would have a different shaped head for sure.
Probably had cornrows.
His face was like.
I see Inspector Gadget, black Inspector Gadget with cornrows.
The accent would have to change.
Oh, definitely.
The accent would have to change.
Slang and
Nah, definitely the environment. Cause his neighborhood was like some. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I've never seen a black face on Inspector Gadget's cartoon.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't
now I'm
think
thinking
there's
about
black
it.
people where he was at.
Now I'm thinking I've never remember looking at the show and being like, oh, he just saved a black girl. A black dude
Back in
just
the day,
walked
we
by
didn't
walking
have
a
a
dog.
lot of black cartoon characters. Like,
Yeah.
they always used to put just one in there.
Yeah,
For
they'll
some
throw him in there
shows.
for,
They throw him one.
politically correct
And then
reasons.
he had like a high top fade.
Yeah.
Like on Hey Arnold.
You
Hey
know, and they
Arnold.
always did that. They did
Captain America.
Skeeter, that Skeeter dude.
They all had
always
a
giving the
high top fade.
Yeah. And the fro used to be like high though. It never was like a small middle. It always used to be a eraser top jump. Like the kid
Gerald
in
from Hey
Playtime.
Arnold. Right.
Yeah.
But you know, cousin Skeeter on Doug was a black dude though. They just made him blue.
But he was blue.
Yeah, they made him blue. They made him black as fuck. Now,
See how they did that? He
You
was
know what
super
they
black.
nigga-
Couldn't he
made
like
that nigga
break dance
blue.
and shit?
That nigga was blue, bro. And his nose was big. They really was joking him though. They gave him a huge ass nose.
Huge nose.
They ain't get that man no
That
love.
was Doug Homeboy.
Everybody had a little point, and his jump was like a hot dog, like crazy nose.
They used to play. They played us, man, with that.
That's something to think about, man. Because even when you're right, Hey Arnold dude had that dude on
The
there.
same high top fade.
Steve Urkel had that dude. Like, you know what
He had the
that is
high
the
top
go-to dude is the high top fade.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Do you know why, like nowadays in movies, they don't give like black dudes hairlines? Like, just going for the barbershop. Like, you see these movies with like Denzel and all these actors where they don't give black dudes like.
It's like they leave him like that just on some. I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird, man. I always notice that in movies. Let's go. Let's do one more. Then I'm gonna add a twist in this.
Okay.
All right. So this one here. What if Full House was black?
Full House.
First and foremost, what was dude that was living in the basement?
Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey, right? Uncle Joey lived there the rest of his life.
He was always there.
If he was black, Uncle Joey ain't going nowhere.
He never moved.
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse
would have definitely been a rapper instead of like the type of artist he was.
Right.
He would have been a rapper. Right. Definitely would have been one of them chicks would have had smash.
Yeah.
Because you know we ain't have no ass in Full House. We ain't paying no mind because it was young for us. But as an adult, looking back on the women, it was no ass in that.
It was nothing. It was nothing.
No
really
ass at all.
Nothing really to look at.
No ass at all.
Once DJ got older, she would definitely got ass.
The twins would have definitely never grown up to do their own stuff like Mary and Mary Kate. They would have definitely dropped them off the show eventually.
They would have been.
Because
they was bad as hell.
Kate, them niggas blew up. Them niggas is millionaires now.
They would have been. Them kids would have been bad as hell.
I think they the richest people from the show.
Did they come back to the Fuller House?
No, they didn't. They was the only people that didn't come back. Everybody else came back because they needed.
House?
Everybody else came back because they needed that check.
Fuller House. Bro.
It was everybody who didn't get money after Full House.
Now, hold on.
Full House was black.
If Topanga was black, Topanga would have 5 kids.
Topanga ain't had to be black. She ain't got to be.
Topanga was black. Topanga would have got pregnant. That was
a childhood.
Topanga, man.
Topanga is the only white girl I know with a ghetto name like
Topanga had like black features in her face, like big lips, her nose, like. Topanga looked like she ain't belong to them, and they was like, no, we just taking this one. It's like, all right, we gotta give him one.
Yeah, we give him one. Sometimes there's one sprinkled in there.
Was she the black person with the hot top?
She was on Boy Meets World.
Topanga was
the girl that he was always after.
She was the hot top of Full House.
The hot top of Full House.
Topanga was on Boy Meets World with Corey.
Yeah,
she was the one black person.
And remember the dude?
Yeah.
Now let me tell you something. If they were black, the dude that kept looking over the fence,
he would have definitely been a robber. He would have went up in the
Home Improvement.
Hold on, that's Home
Improvement.
Okay, that's a different.
But
show.
you talk about Mr. Feeney.
If he was black, somebody would have probably shot at him eventually.
I
never seen that dude. He always had like it was just his eyes.
And like at first it was at the fence, but then they started getting creative with him and like he'll be at the porch, and then the porch joint will cover his face,
or he'll be behind a bush or something like. Tim. Let me tell you something about life, sir.
And it's like, bro, where this nigga mouth at? Like, what is he doing? Like,
Tim always used to go to him for advice though. Yeah, and he always used to have something for him. And like, what I do about this?
And that nigga knew about everything that was going on. That nigga knew too much.
Yeah, he knew too much
because he used to be peeping over that fence.
And he never said nothing about it. Like,
now here's the twist that I'm gonna give you guys. Good times. What if it was white?
Oh my
God.
They would probably be having good times. I would think.
They definitely would have came up a whole lot quicker in life. I tell you that.
I feel like we got played on Good Times. I feel like even the theme song, it was not a damn good time in it.
Oh yeah.
Temporary layoff. Good times.
What's it? What was it?
It was.
Oh, it's hanging in the child line.
I don't think anybody knows what that lady was saying.
Hanging in the valley. I don't know.
I don't think nobody knows what that lady was saying because she was going through so much bad times.
You know, the Good Times anthem though, it was like, I guess it was dope for their experience because it was like no matter how they ended the show always really ended with either them laughing, cracking a joke.
After all they been through,
it's like all this stuff going on with us, we still chilling. Like, and I think there's something dope out the hood though. It's like they look at the hood like that. They ain't got much, but it's like we couldn't afford to get expensive Apple computers, right. So half the time, almost every dude in your family know how to crack jokes. They know how to make you laugh, and they know how to have fun. They find stuff and like flip on anything. Like we are the people that really create. We actually have real fun.
Black people are known to take nothing and turn it into something.
we have real fun. You get what I'm saying? We don't need batteries for us to have 10 people in a room and have a ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You learn how to have fun with life when you can't afford it. So,
and that was, what if they were black?
That's a dope segment though. That make you think.
Let's get him with the spill. The Spill
Podcast. All right, so this is the spill of the day.
Last segment of the show.
Last segment of the show. We're gonna talk about some good stuff today. So, spill of the day, when it comes to our life now, and talking about how we came up, there's a lot of differences. So it's probably hard for the youth today, the younger generation, this generation, to imagine growing up like we grew up, right? Just like it was for us imagining growing up like our parents grew up. For instance, outdoor plumbing, or the TV just going off at a certain time.
The floor model TV.
Right, the floor model TVs. Probably even worse. So some people say that the younger generation, their social skills are crippled because social media and always being on a cell phone, and they're not able to balance their social media life between their real life.
Yeah.
So for the spill of the day, what are some things that we grew up experiencing that the younger generation today could benefit from, or they would actually enjoy doing?
I'm gonna say outside. Period.
Yeah.
Just going outside.
I remember being outside and my friends coming to me and say, "Your mama said it was time to come in the house."
Right.
You know, you wake up early in the morning, you eat your breakfast, you scarf from breakfast down, and you hitting outside.
Right.
Because outside was everything to a child.
Oh yeah.
I mean, from kickball to roly-poly.
Yeah, we played the hell out of
Throw it
that.
up and run.
I remember thorough games of hide and go seek.
Man, how I go see you? Everybody trying to
With
get
a
the girl.
big ass number of kids.
Yes.
Where
You know
that
what
shit
I'm saying?
really was fun. Like,
Yes.
whereas now you miss about 3 niggas, the game over. Back in the day, you had to chase about 12, 20 niggas to the base.
I'm talking about.
And there's always one nigga that's like, bro, I ain't even coming out till you find me. You looking for this nigga for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And went home.
Yeah, he
Man,
went home,
I'm
got
talking
something. He
about-
came back. Game still going on.
Yeah, man. I mean, just being in the projects, going to the Candy Lady, the Iceberg Lady.
I just
Hollywood.
trucks riding through, yeah.
We had 2 ice cream trucks. One ice cream truck was it was the guy that came with all the bomb
The water
pops.
ice, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
All that
right,
type-
right.
That type of ice
Banana splits. He used to come at night.
Yeah. Then you had the other
yellow
guy.
truck.
You had the other guy come
Hollywood.
with banana splits with the peaking. You know what I'm saying? It was just you didn't want to miss outside life because outside life was just so real.
We didn't have anything. I mean, we had Nintendo and Sega and stuff, but we weren't playing that junk all day.
Nah.
Yeah.
Also, a bike was the most precious thing to a
It was a car.
child.
It was a car.
Yeah. I think they got us hooked on them games though when the internet went on them.
Yeah.
Cause at first it's like people let us socialize, and anything you could bring socialization to is gonna make you addicted to it a little bit.
Right.
Once they made it so that you could at first you could only play with your homeboys
At your house.
They
At
had
home.
to be in the room.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
else you was playing this damn game by yourself and
Right.
it ain't that fun. Once you beat the whole game,
Right.
after that, if your homies ain't there with you, this game ain't
007.
fun no more. Yeah, it ain't fun no more.
Nah, it's not.
But once you can sit at home and play 007 with a
anybody.
nigga in Africa,
Right.
now you don't have to leave the crib. They don't have to leave the crib, and they made
And
it
that's what
social.
I'm saying, and that's how it kind of like
They put the phone on that motherfucker.
when
man,
you
that's a wrap.
when you put
By being outside, we made it easier on our parents.
Yeah,
right.
That was the only advertisement was on TV, so we didn't want as much.
Yeah, you didn't even
Now
see
they
it.
want everything.
Right.
Like hoverboards
Right.
and
I think one of the biggest things was the library effect. You know what I mean? Because like at first we had to really look in the book, find the page, read that shit for real, look at it. Copy
Oh
the
yeah,
words.
we didn't have a Google.
It's like information.
Do you remember having to look up stuff in an encyclopedia?
Yeah, it's like they learn it and
the
forget
cheat
that
code
shit.
jank. Remember the cheat code
Yeah,
jank?
it's like you learn. You forget it
And
so
even
quick.
that
'cause
you
learned it
couldn't
so
Google.
fast.
No.
You would have to buy the game, the book to the game,
And they give you the cheat code.
and they give
jank.
you in the game. The book was
Yeah.
like $20. You had to buy that too with the game if you wanted to do that.
Hell yeah,
That was fire about that. That was fire.
yeah. Like and then once that everything digital now.
we had cheatcc.com.
Nah.
Now, do you remember talking on the phone?
We still talking on the phones, but it was
You talking about the house phone?
I'm talking about talking on a house phone. We talk on the phone now, but we have like
phone in the house and hear your whole convo for
we got like FaceTime and people. A lot of people I know, I text more than I actually talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like a pro and a con.
And then my kids don't even know how to talk to the phone. Talk on the phone. They'll go.
That's definitely a pro and con because I feel, man, I remember talking on the phone and I was talking to the girl because what I used to do when I get out of school, I let my brother talk to whatever he doing.
Mm-hmm.
My sister get on the phone, then night shift, I close out the shift.
Right.
So one time, right, my mama ain't had call waiting on her house phone. So I'm on the phone all night. I didn't even know this was possible. The operator come through the line like, yo, mama said hang this phone up. She trying to call you.
Yeah.
The operator came through while I was on the phone. That's
Zero
emergency notice
on a house phone.
And I done fell asleep with the phone. And I ain't even know.
That's what we used to do. Fall asleep with the phone on.
Sleep over that.
I think they still fall asleep with
Dial
the phone.
tone, wake you up. You call them back like, why you hang up? Then fall asleep after they answer. Like, when you asleep. Oh no, I won't.
But now it's kind of interpersonal because now you're looking at the person.
Yeah, I think the video chat did make it benefit. I think that's a win for the new generation. Is that you could be somewhere else and the reason I say that for me and my shorty, oh my God, that video chat, I know that don't save
That's
my
definitely
relationship.
clutch. That's definitely clutch.
If it was just all audio, long people could really have long distance dead ass relationships now.
Right, right, you're right.
Yo, speaking of the phone, right? This guy over here, yo, he talking to his shorty. He met her. She got a friend.
Mm-hmm.
We never saw each other.
Okay.
We started talking, just talking. Never saw each other and everything. This when sending a letter was like the shit at the time.
Yeah,
when you can mail somebody a letter.
Mail their ass a letter.
You know what I'm saying? This was like the shit at the time. So he like, yo, let's go meet them. Man, I got catfish, yo.
Catfish crazy.
Yeah,
oh, you talking about that time when it was Shantae, wasn't it? Was it? Who was
it? It wasn't Shantae. It was the joint that what's his name? Kevin got into it with him.
It was one of them named Destiny or something.
Yeah.
Destiny.
Hey, hold on, no name caller, no name.
My bad, sorry. I don't even know where she at, so she ain't gonna see that.
Yeah, so I think it was one of Destiny friends or straight catfish me, yo.
Was it like with Smoking on Friday situation?
Yeah.
Don't you ever come back around here?
Yeah, it was one of those.
But yeah, that vid chat, boy, that jump.
That's definitely a win for the new generation.
I think the vid chat, especially for the elderly.
I just don't like when my kids be on FaceTime and they don't let us know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I walk around the house in my drawers, so they coming in, grandma on the phone. Come on now.
Yeah. They push that joint quick. Like my daughter, my youngest, they FaceTime, but her grandma, her great grandma, so that's like a benefit to it.
Now, Artillery, you're a musician.
Yes,
you're a rapper. So you remember a time where we had to go to the store to buy albums.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yo, what was that store like? Planet 8 or something?
Planet 8. That you had Sam Goody.
Sam's Goodies.
Sam Goody.
Oh, I ain't from here.
Yo.
Oh yeah, you from Atlanta, so your Jones is different.
That Circuit City and shit.
Yo.
Yeah.
I remember buying an album was so
Order them Jones through the mail. Them Jones.
And then used to go and read all the credits and the producers.
We was dubbing tapes off straight off the radio.
Off the radio.
That's what I think they spoiled, and that
was the first mixtape. That's literally
because you had to literally, if you wanted to make a tape, you had to sit by that radio for hours.
Man, you had to sit by the radio.
You had to sit by the radio.
That's what how the term mixtape was. It was a tape with a mixture of music. Mixtape.
You get the single, and then you get the instrumental, and you get the.
Ain't it though? You got a full fledged jump. Listen to a nigga, then rap to his beat and everything. Then the clean version.
Yeah, got the clean version on there too, and the remix.
It's like, look, you can play this for your kid, you can listen to it, or you can rap to it. Pick your jump.
But before the CD though, you had the cassette tape. So if you went and bought a cassette tape, you literally had to listen to that whole album.
A-side and B-side.
You're not really fast forwarding.
That motherfucker pop on your motherfucking ass.
Oh, when that string came out, that bitch, you had to roll it up.
Hell yeah, stick a pencil in that bitch and
get it.
And that bitch, and if that bitch twists over on your ass, you got to pull that bitch out, straighten it down, and make sure that gets going straight.
And that was the same with the movies too. Like when we had the VHS tapes.
Yeah, then once a nigga learned he could ball a piece of paper up and stick that bitch in the square and make that bitch record, it was a rap.
Yo, I got a question.
Yeah, it was a tape. It was a tape. Like the tapes had like squares on them. Like and the ones that you could record on used to block that part. So if you take a piece of paper and stick it in a hole, it'll act like it's it'll record.
You can do that with a VHS tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that, John? You stick a VHS in the VCR.
They gonna go hard there, boy.
That's how I used to record BET Uncut. I'll go take a VHS tape, like some movie that we get tired of looking at.
Right.
Boom. Put some tissue.
They ain't gonna watch Rosewood no more. Let me go ahead and get there.
It's crazy though how we used to do all that, and now you just pick up your phone and hit the record button.
That's all you got to do. And if you want to watch anything that's out there, it's all you got to do is go on your phone. And it's there. And
the file will never get scratched. The tape and everything is just push record.
If a show back in the day came on at 8:00, you had to be at that motherfucker at 7:59.
Yo,
ready to watch it. Hit that joint on the right moment.
Yo, I remember looking at the TV. Remember you had to go to the channel for the TV
TV guide. You had to wait.
That joint was slowly going.
Be mad as a bitch when you miss your channel. You like
wait for that joint.
Wait for it to come back up.
I was with channel 20. I don't know what
you don't even have They don't even have that now. You could just literally look at what you want to look at when you want to look at it.
Yeah, you just type search, go to YouTube, Netflix, whatever.
It's right there.
Yeah, but its basic cable still exists. But
can you plug the cable cord to the back of the TV?
Nah, well, yeah, you can. It's still they did. They removed the cord. Ain't no more analog. Now everything digital.
It's all digital.
Because I remember they was making people turn their TVs in. Everything
it's
digital
all
now.
digital now. Yeah,
everything all digital.
Yeah.
So you have to.
But I ain't mad at the digital world though, because I don't like all the damn cords and
a movie buff like me, a TV show buff like me. I love this era because it's no commercials. They can put out a show and literally put out the whole season. I hate watching shows week to week.
Yeah.
Like I have to, if I'm on binge watch, I'm gonna watch the whole thing all at one time.
And quality, oh my God. We used to think that shit was hot back then.
What?
Bro, you looking at 4K HD like, yeah, this is dope. And then all of a sudden you see the Rugrats or one of them old Mommy I Shrunk the Kids or something old. And you realize
you can see all the green screen in
and it's like, how the fuck was this shit even clear?
You know what I thought? You know what show I thought had the best graphics?
What?
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh my God,
that shit was so
that shit look like clay. That shit look like clay right now fighting on the screen.
That's exactly what it is.
It was clay.
Look like them damn Chuck E. Cheese robots out there.
Bruh, it ain't no game. Now the cartoons, they 3D. They don't even try the cartoon.
They don't even try to draw them.
If you see Bugs Bunny now, he moving like a human.
Yeah, they don't draw them bitches no more. They straight.
They games got
computer generated.
You go to
CGI.
You go to 2K and you see the sweat dripping down the nigga face now.
Oh, 2K now on the 5 is like playing with you playing. That's LeBron
on the box.
On
the box. On my Xbox player. What up?
I don't know nothing about that box.
Don't drop that gamer tag on that, man.
I don't know nothing about the box.
Yeah, like that jump, everything's spruced up now, man.
Yeah, man.
Everything's spruced up.
So it's kind of like I feel like the youth of today, it's some stuff that they will be able to live through, but I don't think they will be able to live through like the non-streaming.
Yeah. It's because they losing their ability to rig stuff.
Right.
Yeah, because like when everything's digital and inside this, if it breaks, it's computerized. It's like somebody with a computer got to fix it.
But they learning that too, though.
They learning it, but without electricity, you can't do that technical shit.
know how to turn it
Whereas,
upside down.
like with a new car, if the electricity don't run through it, it's fuck. Whereas back in the day, that shit ain't had to have no electricity. Your daddy could have went in that bitch and pulled the radiator out and all kind of shit.
When you say that, a guy at work told me, he said, the difference between a new car and an old car. If a new car break down, you don't know what's wrong with it. You got to take it, put it on the computer, and an old car with something wrong with it.
Just swap the part.
An old car, something wrong. It talk to you.
Nah.
You can listen to it and like
and see what's
your
wrong with
going
it.
bad.
Yep.
Your engine slipping.
Yeah, it was physical
you
shit.
Need some, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever broke in that bitch, if you could mold metal, you might could rebuild what the fuck was in there, and it ain't like that no more. Now it's a wire doing that shit.
Exactly.
It's a wire, bruh. It's some whole other shit. It's just different now. Like, it's just totally different.
So one last thing about this here. So now, even with your life, you can get on social media and be a completely different person and have a completely different life.
Hold on.
Than what really is actually going on.
My thing is, people get so caught up of clout chasing. People get so caught up of thinking they got to do something or carry on a persona to get the likes of another person.
Right.
Yeah.
The most realest thing you can be is yourself.
Right.
You know, people fall in love with the genuine person, not the person that's acting. Because the person that's acting, they got to keep on acting,
Right.
and acting.
Yeah, it's
then, you know, and then sooner or later it's gonna run out. You gonna be catching up, slipping. Then you gotta make up for Saturday because on Friday you said you was this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You ain't even gonna
it's like the whole. It's like back then you had to earn the right to have a lot of people looking at you. Like if you was that nigga in school,
you was that dude.
It's because your mama had your shoes right. You know how to crack the jokes. You got to crumble a couple times and got your ass beat, so you earned that shit to be the class clown. Now you could be a nobody, start a page, and you could just add a bunch of people to your page, and if they accept it, you can go up to 5,000 friends. Now you got 5,000 niggas looking at you for no fucking reason.
For no reason, that's right.
You get what I'm saying?
I like.
Whereas by the time we got done earning and getting niggas to fuck with us, we done learned so much shit across the way that by the time everybody looking, we dope by now.
Right.
Whereas these niggas just get up that bitch with no hard work.
That's crazy.
No hard work, so they don't even know what to do while niggas looking.
Like people go viral for the most minuscule things. I think like it's just crazy to me how people they just take off and instantly famous. It's
like being roasted was something that used to make you a better person.
A better person.
It's like you might cry, you might get your spirit broke, but when you came back, them shoes was clean, or you brushed your teeth for
that made us tougher.
Yes, sir.
You cleaned your shit up based on
being roasted made you tougher. If you went to school and somebody say, "Hey man, your breath stink," and everybody was joking you, I bet you not a day after that you had that damn extra.
Nigga had new shoes. His mama gave him just to wear one, just so to get some. Now a nigga could light your ass up and you can have 5,000 viewers and you gonna do what you did even harder.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
You gonna take what you been roasted for.
Like damn, this nigga teeth messed up. Now you the nigga that get on cam and push your teeth in the camera, making them worse because you trying to go viral and get money and famous.
That's crazy.
So it's like now with the roasting shit is actually some shit that blows your ass up.
And frankly, it's hard to roast people now because everybody's so sensitive. They ready to cancel your ass for telling a joke about somebody.
Facts. So it's like, nah, don't tell that nigga to stop being stupid. Let him do it.
Like with the whole,
tell him to stop.
Like with the whole bullying thing. Like I feel like they're taking what we used to do and they're calling it bullying. They're taking the dozens. And call it. You remember your mama so fat?
Yeah, I
think she said on the rainbow and made Skittles.
They can make
shit like people. That.
Your mama so fat that she stood on the scale and it said to be continued.
Niggas used to have tons of jokes.
Your mama so stupid. I told her it was chilly outside. She went and got a bowl.
Your mama so big. I was having sex with a road over. I was still on the bridge.
Your mama so po. She was kicking the box. Asked her what she doing. She said,
moving.
Your mama so old. When God said, "Let there be light," she turned on the switch.
Yeah, niggas used to be roasting niggas.
Your mama house so small, I spit it and she drowned.
Nigga said, man, your mama so goddamn big. She had on a Malcolm X shirt and the helicopter landed on the bitch. Niggas used to be lining niggas ass up in that bitch.
Yo, but
I don't think the youth today will be able to handle that.
A nigga fight your ass today. Niggas, cause you know niggas wanted to fight then. And then niggas sit there and be mad as a bitch and be like, if I fight, they gonna know I'm mad.
Do you remember Mama knocked my mama off the cliff?
Oh yeah, that shit used to start a lot of fights. A nigga we used to do the jump where a nigga take like a stick, like two niggas be trying to fight and niggas ain't about to do shit. Niggas just say like, fuck it, they put something on your shoulder and be like, I bet you wanna knock his mama out the cliff. And niggas was like, don't knock his mama out the cliff, that man mama dead. Don't do that. Nigga knock your mama off the cliff, nigga take off for your ass.
What the other shit is? Baddest man hit first or some shit like that. Baddest man.
Man,
some shit like that.
and then you know, niggas used to do that shit where they used to put the shoulder to a nigga's shoulder and be walking around in circle like, "What's up, bro?" And then all of a sudden, the nigga come through and smack your arm up like, nigga take off, niggas fighting and shit.
Yo,
man. Yeah, it was different then, bro.
But yeah, I don't think the kids.
And that's another thing. Wait, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think the kids or the younger crowd, you know, I'm not saying they can't, but it was a different time at that time. You know, you had to really be yourself.
Right.
If you was that guy, you was that guy. If
Niggas,
you knew how to fight, but that because the whole block knew you how to fight. You know what I'm saying? If you knew how to dress, that because all the girls was on you because you knew how to dress. You know what I'm saying?
People I think now they're taken away from what they can truly be to try to get clout on social media. That's why I was saying it's not a balance between who I am on social media and who I am in real life. Like, because if I was to put you in a room, we got people that put a whole lot of stuff on social media, right? A whole lot of long statuses and whatever the case may be. But if I was to put you in a room with a group of people, would you be able to hold a conversation?
And that's the reality of it.
Like, would you be able to hold a conversation with people in real life?
Everybody got the matrix now with social media. Like it's like that it's like now instead I don't have to go to like his house or your house to reach you in California from VA.
Right.
At first, if you saw it, it's because I was in front of your face and you got to look at me and be like, this nigga ain't it.
Yeah.
Now a nigga can be somewhere else and show you 3 minutes and disappear and he might be broke for 2 months. But he ain't even go upload another one until paycheck day.
Right.
So all you see is, damn, I've been friends with him for 2 years, but you looking at his brightest moments is different.
It's different. I even looked at my own Instagram, and at one point in my Instagram, because even when I told myself before I did this podcast, because I wasn't an entirely personable person on social media, I didn't put anything about my kids. I wouldn't put anything about my life on social media until I did this podcast, which I was like, if I'm going to do this, you know, we had this conversation. If we're going to do this, we're going to keep it genuine, and we're going to be who we truly are to the core. So we give people an opportunity to say, hey, I rock with these dudes, or I don't rock with these dudes. So I looked at my own Instagram. I was like, damn, I'm only putting stuff on here when I'm traveling. Right. Those are my only pictures. Yeah. Every time I would travel, I would go and but I had nothing in between. So I was like, what am I really saying about myself? Because somebody can look at that and be like, he's always gone. And truthfully, I'm not. I think that's why the world turned the reality shows the way it did for entertainment. Right. It's like so many people got to see whatever we showed them on social media that now the world is fascinated to see what you do behind the scenes. Right. Because at first it was something everybody just got to see all the time. MTV creators, everybody ran around to do it, but now it's like now it's like they're dying. Access granted. Now it's like they dying to see your real life. Right. Like, all you see on BET TV now is reality shows. Everybody trying to be in everybody's business. Everybody trying to see what they doing. And I don't mean to cut you off, but the realest MTV Cribs I ever saw was Redd
Man.
That was the realest. I mean, he stayed in it was like a townhome. He just was like, when they got there, he was just laying down. He was like, "Oh, y'all here? Welcome to my crib."
It was a nigga sleeping.
It was a nigga sleeping in the living room.
Shit in there too.
Yeah.
So listen. So artillery. So we're gonna wrap this thing on up. Being that we talked on the spill, being from your past, your present, and now, right? What do you say to the young to the young folks that's following you? You know, how can they be themselves during this time? You know,
I think the best way you can be yourself is to upload it the first way you do it. You get what I'm saying? Because whatever you did the first time, whatever when you took the picture the first time, that was really it.
Yeah.
Whatever you did for your second picture that you posted was the cleanup matrix you created.
Right.
Like, I don't like how my hair was. Let me move this to the side. Let me turn this way. Now you give it. But whatever you did at first and you looked at it, that was the one that was like, nah, that's you. Right. When you type the post fast and you read it and then start adjusting words,
deleting it,
that's when you put the matrix on it.
Yeah.
But whatever you type first off the rip, that really was what you supposed to push post on.
Yeah.
Usually, if you just release whatever you do first half of the time, it's gonna be your original.
It's the best.
You get what I'm saying? Like I got some freestyles I did where I'll mess up in them. I'll be like, man, I ain't doing it over. And I just let it fly. You get what I'm saying? Half the time, and that's the real person that you really are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's the real person. But I guess the best way you can really be who you are is I would tell you to just learn some more, read some books. Just sometimes people don't even have the tools to even know how to know what the hell they are, because a lot of things don't make sense to them. So it's like, and that's why I tell people to read. I think the vocabulary and talking to people is the biggest thing, because if you don't have the words to really, if you don't have the vocabulary enough to have words in your shit that you know to label or define certain things that would define your character, then you'll never get to it. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense, I think that's what holds you back. Right. It's like if you don't know a house is a house, then you could live in a barn. Right. You could live in it. You get what I'm saying? You could live anywhere. But once somebody says the definition of a house is a place with a roof, it blocks you from water, it does this, it has a bathroom in it, that's when you start saying, oh shit, I need a house.
I'll tell you, say that line
the spiel. You get what I'm saying?
Say that line again.
It's like if you don't know what a house is, you'll live in a barn. You get what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like, spiel. It's like, damn, how can I really tell you that how do you really know if you're originally supposed to be a king if you don't know what the hell a king is? Right. You get what I'm saying? It's like it could be something that your whole family is known for that really you gonna grow up to be, but if you don't know what the fuck that is or how to define it, it'll never become you like. Wow. You know what I mean? So just educate yourself, learn some more words, and just talk to the old people.
I think it's important that if you want to be yourself, that you don't try to mold yourself after what you feel society wants to see you as. Yeah. I feel like you should just genuinely be who you are and get society to make a decision to fuck with you or not.
And listen to the elders, man, because one thing about it, if you stick around your mama, your uncles, your aunts, and they gonna tell you exactly who the hell you is.
They definitely
they gonna be like, I remember family when you definitely gonna tell you who you are.
You go to, all you gotta do is go to a cookout and they gonna hit you with a boy. I remember when you used to, boy, you still do that, man. He been doing it all his life. Right. What he been about? You know, we used to hide the cereal because he used to sneak in there and get the Captain Crunch, and you might be looking at him like, damn, I got like 3 boxes that
right now.
The older people will tell you exactly who you is, like before you realize that people can see you. Yeah, because you know when you little, you don't even know niggas can see you yet.
Right.
You just be, and then one day you look and say, damn, he said my shoes crushed. Damn, niggas can see my shoes. Now I gotta determine what I want them to see, and that's when you start.
It'll definitely call you out on
All right, artillery. Hey, tell the people what you got going next. Where they can you know.
Well, just to let people know, this is the first place I'm gonna say this at, but I'm officially 1017 Brick Squad now as of like 2 weeks. Yeah, we did the paperwork. We did some paperwork on that. Commando Entertainment, that's still the team though.
Yes, sir.
But, Yeah, we just did that, so I got a little help now. You
Congratulations, brother.
Got a little help. First, they was just managing me, but now I kind of got a little bit more tight with OG Mac Drama and them. So
right,
we working. You get what I'm saying? Going to Aruba on Sunday, so that's gonna be a dope trip. Going out there,
okay.
Take some pictures and stuff, and vibe a little bit, and come back on the level. What's going on? We do got the studio still going. You know what I mean? So that's moving. Got some projects dropping, songs to TikTok, some more other type of music that I've been making. So you'll hear that. The Commando team, they still working on projects, doing music, so that's on the way. I've been dealing with this company called RVA Cannabis. They're out of Petersburg, but they trying to help me create a CBD strain right now.
Okay.
So we're gonna try to release some medicine out there.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, just music, and more music, man. That's kind of the COVID is like slowed so much stuff up. So it's like majority of all the successes right now is like digital stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to really be like, I got a show tomorrow night. It's different right now. It's like incubation phase. I feel like the world has gotten a chance. You know, all the animals get to hibernate in the winter. We still running around doing stuff but
right.
I feel nature gave us a time where it's like, yo, now it's time for the humans to sit. It's like now it's time for the humans to sit they fucking ass down and hibernate. You can't do shit like the bear does in the winter. Sit your ass still, and when you come out, you should be ready. So a lot of the stuff is just recording, producing stuff, getting better equipment, learning more stuff about engineering because I record my own music. So
definitely does.
Yeah, I record my own music, so as good as I am determines how good my quality is and compare with other people. So I constantly am learning new stuff to try to compete with these guys that's running around the 30 or 40 engineers all over the world. I still have to be in one room by myself competing with the fact that he recorded with him and recorded with him and recorded with him. So I got to be better than all of them niggas now. Right. Because I'm only using me. So
well, the people don't know that means he's recording a track.
Yep.
And mixing and mastering his own track.
Then putting it out through distribution. Then making the graphics. Then he making the beats like we were. It's just, man. It's the independent road is hard. It really is because you keep more of the stuff you want to keep, but you definitely gonna put out more energy and time. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
Where do people can find you at?
Google Artillery Da God, man. On all platforms, you get what I'm saying. Shout out to Orchard, they do the distribution, but just on all platforms. It's a thing called Shazam where you can hold the screen on Snapchat and stuff, and it pulls up music. I'm on that directory. I'm in Siri. I'm in Alexa. So yeah, just who is Artillery Da God, and it's gonna pull stuff up. It's gonna pull stuff up. So
hey, man, we appreciate you, brother. You know,
thank you
for doing this. You know, we're just an up and coming.
Thanks for having me, man. It was a dope build, man.
This John was.
We ain't have no silly talk. We was really having like building.
You know,
laughs and all.
I'm gonna let people know right now.
While drinking, so don't let nobody tell you every drunk and
every episode is not gonna be super ignorant.
Yeah.
We might have some serious shit that we need to talk about.
All right.
I tried to put a little bit of ignorance,
but the 2 episodes I saw, man. As far y'all always got good builds.
Yeah,
where y'all really talking in there. So like,
hey, it's all love. Every episode not gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Every episode not gonna be the same.
Where they can find you at, Rell?
Hey, I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where they can find me at? They can find me at Rell's house. That's RELLSHOSE on Instagram. Rell J Miles on Facebook, and of course the Spill podcast. Look, my bad, man. I ain't put the TikTok videos up yet.
It's all coming.
I just want to throw a quick shout out to the homie. Rich and the homeboy Chico G Strong's. He in the building with me. Make beats. Hit him up for the production. I gotta shout him out.
Hey, if you heard any input, it was from Chico.
It was from Chico.
Yeah,
Chico was in the building.
He just went on camera. He
just went on camera.
When the Spill podcast gets big, and we gonna get big,
we're gonna shout out Chico.
But we owe him some money. We owe him money for adjusting the camera. He already told us that he needed to cut.
Yeah.
He already didn't claim this cut. So once we get on, because we ain't made no money from the shit yet.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's natural, man, because there's a lot of locks in this camera. I'm looking, I'm like, man, it's locks.
There's a lot of going. There's a lot of black hair. We for the culture over here.
Yeah.
And last but not least, you can find me Redd Duska, REDD_DUSKI, Facebook, Instagram.
Hey man, that was episode 3.
Slow.
The Spill
podcast. We out.
Appreciate you.